is a crisp Sunday evening in September, and we are in the Meadowlands for Sunday Night Football in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hello, everybody, and welcome to MetLife Stadium in a cross-conference battle as Patrick Mahomes leads the 0-2 Kansas City Chiefs on the road this evening, taking on Russell Wilson and the 1-1 New York Giants. Glad to have everybody joining me here tonight. Should be an interesting game between two teams desperately needing a win to keep head-to-head room in each of their divisions. Right now, the Philadelphia Eagles 3-0, unbeaten thus far this season. And Kansas City still winless. They need to get some headway in a competitive AFC West right now, with the Denver Broncos leading at 2-1 as it stands through 3 weeks. Looks like the Giants will kick it off, so we get a taste of Patrick Mahomes to open up our Sunday Night Football. One more game to go tomorrow night. It is the Ravens and Lions. Going to end it with a banger. But for now, here we go. Graham Gano gets us underway from East Rutherford. Return taken from the 6-yard line. Isaiah Pacheco is up to the 29, and Patrick Mahomes begins his opening drive from just that yard line. See if Kansas City can open up a little bit better than these last couple of weeks. Came out flat against the Philadelphia Eagles a couple of weeks ago, stream time, and really flat in that Friday night game in Brazil against the LA Chargers. But here we go. Here is Mahomes with the read option, taking it by himself on the opening play, and he's upended after an 8-yard pickup. Welcome everybody joining me here today. Trey SM, Eagle Local Bread Man, everybody else joining me throughout. Glad to have you guys here. Commanders going back to old uniforms, really, that's exciting. That might be a good touch. 2 receivers left and right here for Mahomes after the 8-yard scamper. Handoff goes to Pacheco. Got a terrific block out in front. And a first down carry. Actually, it's Kareem Hunt. So the longtime Chief and a short stint there with the Cleveland Browns in the early 2020s. Back now in Kansas City. Looking to etch his name back into a Vince Lombardi trophy. Travis Kelce going to be somebody to keep an extra eye on today for the viewers and the defenders. That's a strike down the middle to Xavier Worthy, second-year wide receiver out of Texas, with a nice catch and turnaround there right across midfield as we meet the Kansas City offense for today. Mahomes still holding down to QB1, the 3-time league MVP, Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown, Travis Kelce, and Noah Gray make up the offense as Kansas City looking to get to a hot start here. Kelce is the motion man, goes in and back out. Mahomes flat-footed, goes inside, nearly intercepted. Micah McFadden in on the mix, and we meet the Giant defense. Raheem Nunez-Roches, Roy Robertson-Harris on the defensive ends, Dexter Lawrence and DJ Davidson at D tackle. Brian Burbs, Bobby Okereke, Micah McFadden, Abdul Carter, Paulson Adebo, Deontay Banks, Drew Phillips, Tyler Nubin, and Javon Holland, the former Miami Dolphin, make up the Giant defense as they blitz an extra man, leaving a wide-open Kareem Hunt down the sideline. And welcome in Jen Snook, JJJ, John Zeller, A-Rod, Border Worlds, and all else who have gone unmentioned thus far. Sunday Night Football back for the 3rd week. KC off to a hot start here. Pacheco checking back in as he motions behind Mahomes, who goes inside here. Big hit delivered. Bobby Okereke puts his helmet in between the L2 and L4. The intended target, Xavier Worthy. What up, Big Bean? Why is Dexter Lawrence on the chase down? Who knows, man. Madden gonna Madden. 4 Giants now on the line of scrimmage here as they look to get back over 500. Swing pass out to a wide open Pacheco. Good track down there, though, from McFadden. And the opening 3rd down of the contest. Cowboys and Bears was pretty crazy. Yeah, who did cook with this schedule? Why are the Giants on Sunday Night Football again? Who wanted this? Giants forced their first 3rd down of the game. Kansas City looking to convert from the 32 and easily down the middle. It's Hollywood Brown. That's a pickup of 10, and diligence is the definition right now this drive for Kansas City. Smooth sailing, no big plays, just taking what is given. And the Giants are offering plenty. Drew Phillips there with the tackle. KC down now to the 22 of New York, who will drop their linebackers once again. Mahomes, though, fires this one on the run. It's a jump pass hauled in by Kareem Hunt, who gains 13 there. And somehow, chaos turns into fortune. What up, Packers on top? Get a PC, brother? I absolutely would if it were within budget. I'm a broke college kid, though. Got to make do with what we have. I don't know if I need one at this point, though, to be honest with you. 3.5 minutes gone by here on this drive. Mahomes goes right side. Nobody home, though. Not a single white jersey turned around. And Paulson Adebo was the closest defensive back to the play. They're going to give the target to Xavier Worthy. Now winning the AFC West. Honestly, bold, but I like it. Misfire there from the multi-time MVP. Noah Gray in motion here. 2 tight end set for the Kansas City Chiefs, former AFC champions. And that's half the reason why. Travis Kelce into the end zone for the opening touchdown. That was a smooth drive from Mahomes and company. Faced just 1 third down. Perfect timing right there on the turnaround for Kelce. And the Chiefs open up with the touchdown. 6:13 to go in the first quarter. No interception there from Mahomes, although he has been prone to throw a handful of those this year. Plenty of time to get around to that, though. Extra point all the way, and it is good for Harrison Butker. 11 plays, 73 yards in just about 4 minutes. That is efficiency. Pick'em distribution for today, 27-6 actually, in favor of the Kansas City Chiefs. However, Giants country might be riding high. Let's see what Russ can produce here. What up, Flash Gordon? And what up, XSM? Chiefs haven't ended the season outside of the AFC title in like 8 years. That is crazy to think about, but it is true. Yet to see Madden, Abdul Carter have any impacts all off season. Sure, he's rated like 70-something. I think it's because most of these rosters have him as a linebacker, this included. Giants on the return, though. Looks like that is Darius Slayton going right side. Got some good yardage there. He'll get up to the 37-yard line. Actually, it is not Darius Slayton anymore. He changed his number. Emir Smith-Marset is who we're going to go with, although I'm not sure that's who that was either. Regardless, though, Russ going to open up with terrific starting field position. Dangerous offense of New York. They showed Washington up in week 1 with that game-winning drive. In the final minute, Russ, though, running for his life, going to fire this one. Deep downfield on the run, double coverage and incomplete. Wilson been getting a lot of criticism in recent weeks about not targeting Malik Neighbors enough. And he answers the call on the opening play. And despite it being an incompletion, throwing caution to the wind on the opening play. I don't mind it. 4 minutes gone by here. In the first period, Russ takes this snap. Flat-footed, going left side down the field. And an open man, there is Darius Slayton into Kansas City territory. What up, Blake Connerly? Doing well, my friend. Smither sits 87, gotcha. Good pull for me. Started a fantasy league. If you want to join, like Discord, let's go. Might have to. Giants pick up their opening first down. The handoff goes inside to Tyrone Tracy. Heavily underrated back through a couple of weeks here as we meet the Giant offense for today. Russ at QB1, Jameis Winston to back him up now. Tyrone Tracy, Devin Singletary, Cam Scatterbo making up the running backs. Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton at wide receiver, and Theo Johnson and Daniel Bellinger making up the starting offense here. Outside handoff going to Tracy and tracked down there by Trent McDuffie as we meet the Chiefs defense now. George Karlaftis, Mike Dana, Chris Jones, and Jerry Tillery make up the defensive line. Drew Tranquill, Nick Bolton, Leo Chennault, Trent McDuffie, Christian Fulton, Jamari Connor, Brian Cook, and Jaden Hicks make up the starting Chief defense. They have forced upon a 3rd and 5 here. Giants got to answer the call, get up to the 34 to keep this drive going. Play clock down the 9. Snap is taken. Mike Dana giving chase as Russ steps up and will escape with the first down yardage. What up, Josiah Hernandez? Giants win incoming. That would be significant. Honestly, nothing shocks me, though, at this point. Not in the way that the Giants have performed in this game or the way that Madden has treated good football teams in general early on this season. I don't see why not. Important conversion there, though. Chiefs bringing a fifth man, which means the swing pass wide open. There's Tyrone Tracy, and somehow he'll still lose one there. Kansas City defense answering the call early on here in the opening quarter. When the Chiefs lose, the world wins. Honestly, I don't even hate them that bad. I had much more hate for the Patriots, but I like Tom Brady more. It's kind of weird how that works. Tracy going to lose one there on the reception. Try to get it back on the ground here. Some terrific patience and even better vision. Longest carry of the game. That's a 9-yard pickup inside the 25-yard line. Surprising amount of people rooting for the Giants in chat tonight. I like it. Wilson from an empty pocket here. 5 targets to pick out on a 3rd and 2. Obviously, his rushing ability got to be taken into account as well, but wide open up the sideline. There is one of a couple tight ends. This is Theo Johnson. That's a 19-yard pickup. Inside the 5-yard line, does not get any easier there. And he actually has an ability to stay in bounds, unlike many Madden wide receivers. I'm actually kind of shocked that happened. But it works out. Chief defense falling asleep like they did last week. In overtime, the handoff up the middle, and the call is answered by Chris Jones. What a hit. Tyrone Tracy plants it at the 6-yard line. Wow. Would love to hear a replay of that one. I don't even have to see it. You can hear it from the booth. What a hit. Sucked the life out of the building. The handoff going left side to Tracy. He'll lose another. Nick Bolton this time on the TFL. What up, Lamar Valentine? Much better than Chris Collinsworth. Appreciate it. Dexter Lawrence over Chris Jones. Honestly, that's a good take. I think Dexter Lawrence is criminally underrated. Get him on a different team, see what will happen. High formation again here, but Russ going to look to fire. On 3rd and goal, steps right, fires back, down the middle, and into the end zone. Wan'Dale Robinson will tie us up. That was certainly a drive. Wow. That was one heck of an effort there from Russ. The eyes in the back corner, but the extension of the football to Wan'Dale Robinson. All right. I'm here for it. No, I actually like that take. That is a pretty, I wouldn't say a hot take, but you could probably draw people even down the middle there. I'd say about 50% would agree, 50% would disagree. I think it's cool. Chiefs trap game for the, 2nd week out of 3? Graham Gano, extra point on the way and good. Giants tie the game at 7 apiece. Well, Kansas City is an 85 overall, and the Giants are a 78, I'm pretty sure. So, it would take a heck of an effort for that to happen, but you just never know. Overall, doesn't mean a lot. It all comes down to individual players, really. Yeah, the grand scheme of things with Madden. I mean, you're allowed to give your teammates credit for helping you out, but truly, who has he had, around him? Kayvon Thibodeau was not what he was hyped up to be. Abdul Carter's replacing him. So you can't even argue that he helped them that much. As the Chiefs take back over, stalemate through the opening drive for each team. Pacheco to the 30. Leonard Williams, then he left. Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's not like he has, and Steeler fans, you can crucify me if you want. He doesn't have an Alex Highsmith and a Cam Hayward that he's playing with his entire career. You know what I mean? I feel like that would make it a bit different. But no, I'm a big Sexy Dexy fan. Minute 14 to go in the opening quarter, all tied up at 7 apiece. Mahomes looking to change that here. Right back through the air and right back to his number 1 guy, Xavier Worthy. That is his 4th catch of the game, I believe. 16 yards right down the middle. Adam Rank yesterday for the schedule predictions. I don't even know if I want to watch that. Lord knows that might be Rage Pit. Kansas City coming out on the front foot here. Giants bring an extra defender. Not coming in time, though. Good tackle made out in the open field by Drew Phillips. Yeah, Adam Rank doesn't have the best takes of all time. He had the Bears going 14-2 back in 2019, 2020. Yeah, it didn't happen. What up, Retro? Bears 10-7 is understandable. Should be our final snap here of the first quarter. Seen two terrific offenses thus far, and that continues, but no. Rashee Rice is upended. What a hit. Tell you what, though, giving these offenses some credit, these defenses delivering some hospital type of hits. Unreal. Got the Bears going 6-11. Good happen. Big hit there. Jars that one loose and ruled it. Hit it completion. Mahomes here with a bunch formation left. Two receivers right. Gonna aim this one deep downfield. Knocked away. Incomplete. Pulse it at Evo. Knocks it down. And the Chiefs will punt. Nearly A-Rod. Does Unk still got it? That was a heck of a hit. Just turn around, not for real. Matariza on for the punt here. Long time Buffalo Bill. Getting this one away to the left sideline, out at the 23, and 1 second remains here in the first quarter. Giants are keeping this race interesting, neck and neck right now with the defending AFC champions. I'm here for it. Bears-Bills Super Bowl, maybe in like 10 years. Can't see it happening now, though. Giants' second drive beginning at their own 23, and the handoff going to Tracy. Nice little jump cut up the middle, pinball down at the 30. 6-yard gain takes us to the end of one. It's the Chiefs 7, the Giants 7. Beautiful September evening on Sunday Night Football. Fresh 10 minutes on the clock as we switch sides of the field here with Russ off the play action. Has his sights set deep, but he checks it down to his tight end again, Theo Johnson. Jaden Hicks makes the hit there almost immediately. Get cut after his rookie season. I mean, a long time ago. I guess long time would more represent being with the team for a long time. You're not wrong. G-Man up to the 35 now. Chiefs rushing 5 and the tight end wide open again. Nice little in-cut there from Theo Johnson. And he's got back-to-back first down receptions. I'm making this promise right now for the Members Fantasy League. I'm taking Theo Johnson next week. I already have my pick, if I can remember. We'll see. Giants off to a hot start here on their second drive. KC trying to get home with some pressure, and it almost worked out, but the escapability of Russell Wilson picks up 5. Need a Malik Neighbors touchdown. That would be cool. Texans Lions Super Bowl. It'd be interesting. Hate the Texans. What an interesting team to hate. Box is stacked here for Kansas City. And there's some movement up front, and this is moving backward. Giants going to get called for the... No, it's going offside, actually. Wow. You know, I pre-fired that one because usually with that movement... Oh, I don't know. Listen, I'm a guy that doesn't advocate for the Chiefs, and I feel like they get a lot of help from the officials, but low-key was a false start, can't lie. Could have gone either way there. Helps out the Giants, though. They get a free first down out of it. Wan'Dale Robinson jogging here in motion across the face of the offensive line. Russ again down the middle. There is Malik Neighbors, his first catch, and a big hit to pay for it. Christian Fulton. What a hit. Giants and Jags fan, that is fair. Suppose that's understandable. Huh. That's a 9-yard gain for wide receiver 1. What a terrific rookie season Malik Neighbors had last year. Little RPO going left side, tight window, but it's in there. Neighbors again. Defender makes the offensive player false starts. That's probably why it looked like it. It looks pretty bang-bang to me, but you're probably right. I think that was the right call in actuality, but a lot of times Madden will have that same thing happen and it gets called a false start, so who knows. 3 tight end set out here this time, but Russ still looking to fire this one. And he'll check it down to the near sideline. Find his tight end there. That's a gain of just 2. Daniel Bellinger is the wide receiver. Touchdown coming up. Will we see the Giants take their first lead here of the week? They got battered and bruised last week. 1-1 overall and in the NFC East with wins over the Commanders at a loss against the Giants, or pardon me, against the Cowboys. Here go the Giants, though, inside the 10-yard line. Russ is the first quarterback to 100 passing yards, and the Giants really threatening here. Wow. Pass-happy attack thus far for sure. See if they show some love to Tyrone Tracy. Not on first and goal. Russ looking back of the end zone. And it's hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. Giants take their first lead on Sunday night. Russ is leading Giants Nation to a potential huge upset here. Final game of this Week 3 Sunday. Giants could actually win this game. I mean, hey. Yeah, I guess you just never know until you know. You just never know. Got a pull for the Chiefs today because I'm low-key having my best pick 'em in a long time. Why not? As the extra point up and good. Giants take a 7-0 lead on their 14-0 run. All right. Chief defense really unable to get anything going right now. 6:18 left to go here in the second quarter. What do we got coming up next? Bro ran over the camera guy. Shout out Madden, man. 0-3 Chiefs would be wild. Let me take a look real quick at our winless and unbeaten teams through 3 weeks. Potentially. Obviously, the Ravens are 0-2. They have a chance to get back at that tomorrow. But teams that are 0-3 are the Dolphins and Rams, and that's the end of the list there. As the Chiefs will have a shot at a return and only out to the 26-yard line. And our unbeaten teams are the Eagles, Bills, and Colts through 3 weeks. So everybody beating everybody. So it seems. What up, Fath? Another stream for you. Glad to have you back in here. Is that the first person who predicted the Giants win? I have no idea. Yeah, I probably assume the Giants fan did that first, if I had to guess. Here we go. Kansas City taking over, trailing for the first time today. This place has come to life, although that may not last long. There's Rashee Rice, almost standing on his feet there. That's a 13-yard pickup on the opening play in Kansas City. Their offense had one bad beat, but that might be it. Vikings are 1-2? Yes, 1-2. KC picks up another new set of downs. Mahomes backpedaling, fires deep downfield, and finds Worthy. Breaks the initial tackle. Gets inside the 45. Richardson just runs around. I've seen it at College Football 26. They can stop the scrambling QB a lot more. I mean, yeah, Madden 25 AI was never to be praised. Let's be real. What up, Pink Floyd? Glad the Giants are winning this one. Hopefully they can do it in real life too. We'll see. About to reach the midway point now of the second quarter. Upset potentially brewing here at MetLife. Outside pass, though, going to Rice as he pulls away inside the 30. Chief offense, though, hard to stop. And there's an injury to the defensive line of the New York Giants. I believe that was Alexander going down, holding his back. That'll stop the clock and stop the game here. Triple digits in speed, he shouldn't be allowed here. I mean, hey, I don't make the rules, man. I don't know. Chiefs down to the 26. Mahomes off the play action. Steps up and fires this one. Xavier Worthy in a foot race to the end zone. He'll pick up 23. And the Chief offense continuing to roll downfield. 4 first downs in a row. Wow. Bro said 19's ancient artifact. What? Monk. Kareem Hunt in the backfield here on a 1st and goal. Mahomes, though, taking this one upon himself. Back of the end zone. And Travis Kelce hangs on for his 2nd receiving touchdown. Wow. They answer the call quickly. Kansas City offense never skipped a beat. 5 first downs, including this touchdown. How about it from Mahomes and company? Terrific offense from both these teams thus far. 31 people in chat, by the way. Hope you guys are enjoying Sunday Night Football here in week number 3. Drop a like down below if you have not yet already. If you're new to the stream, do this basically every day, so your team going to be playing real soon. As the extra point is up and good there for Harrison Butker. And also, if you guys would like to and have not yet already, join the Discord. Be more than happy to put a link in chat. Don't believe we have any mods in here tonight. No XSM poked his head in earlier. Oh, there's X off, right on cue. But let me know, we are at 199 members, so one away from 200 there. Do college football simulations. Probably going to not do too many of those just because I don't commentate any of my college sims. I don't know enough college players. They leave too often. Might do the Natty, though. We'll see. All tied up now at 14, and the Giants looking to answer the call. Return out to the 27-yard line. Russell Wilson taking back over. Hot start for him, 11 of 12, 109 and 2 touchdowns. And A-Rod, here's my marquee moment. Oh, what up, Chili? We have all 3 mods in the house tonight. Check that off your bingo. My prediction, A-Rod, we were getting a pick on this drive. Russ is going to lock that one in, I can't lie. See what happens, though. Russ and the New York Giants taking back over here. Tied up for the 2nd time today. Chiefs going to rush 5 again. That pressure just not getting home, but Brian Cook nearly snatched that one out of the air. MSG after church is fire. There you go. Glad I pushed the stream back to 9 o'clock. I golfed terribly today, by the way. Don't want to talk about it. Let's go, though. What up, Coffee Warrior Gaming? Saints fan back in the building. Russ from the pistol. That ball hits him in the chest, though. He gets it. Handed off to his running back, Tracy. Chris Jones shutting down. Too much hope of that. Going for a big gain. 4 yards picked up. And the first real opportunity in a while for this Chiefs defense to get off the field. Debo got extended. So did Chet. I cannot believe Chet got $250 million. Wow. Best opportunity of the 2nd quarter for this Chiefs defense to get off the field, but Russ is going to deny them that opportunity. Picks out his tight end, Theo Johnson, again. Tell you what, these 2 and 3 tight end sets are working their magic today. Chiefs do not have the answers. For the Discord, Chili, if you're able. If not, I can throw one in. 72 mil a year. Jeez. Time still ticking away. Neither team, though, worried about stopping it here. Russ going to uncork one again. There's Malik Neighbors. And that's a 13-yard pickup into enemy territory. Shea on the cover of 26. I think I saw Carmelo was like the flashback player. And then Angel Reese is the WNBA athlete. I know Arturo will be happy about that. Giants, though, are marching. Got to say, this was unexpected. In the opening 20 minutes, as Russ is going to pick out his tight end again. How does Theo Johnson continue to get this wide open? 5th catch for 74 yards. Chiefs have got to probably double team him at this point. Or at least put somebody else in the zone near him. How about that? Giants now inside the 25-yard line. Russ trying to keep this ultra efficiency going. There's Tyrone Tracy, a pickup of 11. Passing game, a rushing game, everything clicking on all cylinders here tonight. As we hit the 2-minute warning, it's the Kansas City Chiefs 14, the New York Giants 14 on Sunday night from East Rutherford at MetLife Stadium. Heck of a game thus far. Entertainment value definitely up there with a couple other games this week. Some shocking results out of the NFC, though. Swing passes out there, and caught by Tracy, who breaks a tackle, makes a beeline for the boundary there. How in the world did that turn out to be a gain of 6? Giants just won it more. Missed a Travis Kelce touchdown, I think. Caitlin Clark should have been the cover. I'm not going to lie, Angel Reese is getting better. That was a heck of an effort, though. Giants are giving 110% on both sides of the football here tonight. Wilson looking for his third passing touchdown. And guess who? Theo Johnson. Giants lead again. Wow. Topic of conversation through 3 weeks is the Chiefs' defense and their inability to get off the field right now. They gave up 34 in week 1, 34 last week as well, I think. Might have actually been 37. And they're on pace to give up over 40 points to the New York Giants here in week 3. What up, Leaky Nose? Oh, nice game going. Now, Angel Reese low-key getting better. I'll be honest. Extra point coming up here for Graham Gano. Just under 2 minutes left here in the opening half. Kick is up and good. Keep in mind the Giants received the second half kickoff, so a lot at stake here for the Pick'ems. Speaking of Pick'ems, and especially here with a large crowd, for those of you that don't know what the Fan Pick'em is, it is a Google form that I put out in the community tab and the Discord at the end of every week, or roughly so. So I'll try to get one out here tonight for week 4. Basically, you just fill out your username and then predict who's going to beat who for week 4. And if you go undefeated, you get a jersey of your choice. Chiefs on the return here from the 5-yard line. And they will get this one across the 25 to the 27. Mahomes coming back out. But yeah, the week 4 pick'em will be out hopefully by tonight. Maybe tomorrow morning, depending on where my work ethic is. I'll be honest. We're going to overtime? Yeah, we might be. Get the live poll ready here for halftime. Only reason I watch the WNBA, I mean, I don't watch it, but I stat track, I box score watch a bit. 2-minute drill time for the defending AFC champions. Giants trying to get the first sack of the game, but wide open out in space. Rashee Rice down to the 26-yard line, and the field is flipped. Neither team able to produce any pressure. And that's speaking more about the volume of the Chief defense, as Russ, I think the most sacked quarterback in NFL history, if not he's up there. Wow. Back and forth we go like a pendulum. Hollywood Brown is the motion man this time. Dexter Lawrence giving chase, and finally some pressure. Mahomes is decked. Wow. Football shot out like a torpedo. I guess you ask the defense to show up and they respond. What a play. Looks like that is Isaiah Pacheco in here. On 2nd and 10, hasn't run the football a whole lot today. Mahomes has to fire that one in complete good coverage. Giant defense giving a whole lot of love there. INC right now would be huge. Would create some significant momentum. I hope fan reactions improve also in Madden 26. I feel like the crowd always gives me a big boost. Longest third down face today for either team. It's 3rd and 10. Screen passes out there, but blown up by Okereke. I actually think that was Abdul Carter. Let's take a second look here, see if I can pick out exactly who that was. Oh, the hit up front. I think it was Javon Holland, maybe. Harrison Butker on for the settling 43-yard attempt here. From right down the middle, it's up and good. Lead cuts down to 4, but still plenty of time for Russ and the Giants to get that back and maybe even more. It's 3 different people. I mean, I saw the archetype, and then I saw the superstar ability underneath of him. I'm going Javon Holland, final answer, lock it in. Who wants to be a millionaire style? 50-50, call my parents. I don't know. Good enough for me. Final minute now of the opening half. Giants on the return up to the 24-yard line. And here we go. 52 seconds left now. A reminder that Graham Gano, as all of you that have been around on my channel for probably a week at this point, you've heard me mention it, holds the longest field goal in NFL simulation history. Graham Gano hit a 61-yarder back in Madden 22. Relying on number 3, though, to get them into field goal range here before halftime. Looking to double dip as they receive the second half kickoff. Interesting formation here for the Giants as Russ going to fire off his back foot out in space. It's Wan'Dale Robinson again. And the first time out taken. What up, Lav? Been a couple weeks, but I'm back. Good to have you back, man. The Giants are, in fact, up. I am just as shocked as you are. I can't lie. What up, Billy O? I've been seeing your comments, man. Appreciate your support. Sorry your Raiders couldn't pull through. Back at it against the Bears in Week 4. Should be a heck of a game. After the finish we just had in Chicago. Electrifying. Russ going downfield, and there's some electricity behind that pass as well. Wan'Dale Robinson again. Comfortable field goal range here for the Giants as we are under 30 seconds left now. And they need some pep in their step. See if they can get back there. Bunch formation left, and Theo Johnson to the right side. Got to keep 2 sets of eyes on the tight end at all times. Giants taking way too long here with all this pre-snap movement. As Russ is going to get sacked. Mike Dana. And there's the first time out. What up, Keaton? Record of both teams. Chiefs are 0-2. And the Giants are 1-1. Why are the Chiefs so bad, Madden? I don't know. They're an 85 overall. Tons of superstars, tons of X Factors, and they just can't get it done. It's their defense. They don't look too good. Although that speaks different volumes. Giants down to their final timeout there after the sack. Russ probably going to try to take a deep shot here. Might check it down the middle, get into comfortable range, and that's the idea. Works that one out nicely. And that is a gain of about 6. So this will be a 54-yarder for Graham Gano right before halftime. Ravens are the best in Madden. Ravens are currently 0-2 right now in my sim, though. That's the crazy part. Toy Movie Maker Productions. Long time no see, man. Chiefs got the Niners treatment, so it seems. Graham Gano on now for a 54-yard attempt right before halftime. On the way, and it is no good. Hooked it to the left side, and the Chiefs get off unharmed. Despite giving up a deep ball to Wan'Dale Robinson, they force the sack, and it bails them out just a little bit. So an interesting picture to paint here heading into the third quarter. Giants still ahead by 4, getting the football to begin half number 2. How long can they keep the puzzle together, though? That is the question. And here is your live poll. Go ahead and get your votes in. 31 people in chat. Hope you guys vote on who you think's going to win with the live poll up. Second half is underway here from East Rutherford. And the Giants will open up at the 27-yard line. Gino might be a little bit washed, I can't lie. I mean, was he ever dried? I mean, that's not how that works. But you know what I mean? Was he ever, like, on the map? He had a pretty good season with the Seahawks, I guess. I don't know. Touchdown drive incoming. Low-key. Their duty gets stopped here. I can't lie. Giants unhappy coming up empty-handed, though. Russ being crowded, going to fire this one and somehow stick it in there to Robinson again. These two have been connecting like Montana. Holy cow, what a catch there. Montana and Rice. I don't know why I just drew a blank there on Jerry Rice. That's embarrassing. That is a 19-yard pickup, though. Wilson looking like the multi-time MVP, if anything here. Can't forget he himself is also a Super Bowl champion, just no longer in his heyday. There goes Tyrone Tracy, who throws a mean armbar across the 40-yard line, and the Giants are getting pesty. What a rush from Tyrone Tracy. That should put them right back into range, and the Chiefs on their heels again. Cannot find a solution to stop this team as it stands right now. Russ on the check down, hauled in. Chris Jones there helping out with Drew Tranquil on the tackle, the former Charger. Wow, Sim Russ is on fire. 3-yard gain on the check down there. Giants will take any yards they can get. They're just chipping away right now on this Chief defense, looking to take their first 2-score lead of the day. And right down Main Street again, Tyrone Tracy into the red zone. That's an 18-yard gain, and the upset looking more and more realistic here as we continue. I'm baffled right now. What are the Chiefs doing? See if they bring some extra pressure here. Handoff goes to Tracy. See if he can cut it up top. That is denied by Nick Bolton. Almost Tracy time. Wow. Great week to have Tracy on fantasy. It might be. No rushing touchdowns, though. This is a great week to have Saquon on fantasy, let me tell you. What a performance he had against the Rams, owning that team once again. The defending Super Bowl champions off to a 3-0 start here in 2025. Smooth sailing for them as well. Tyrone Tracy going to give it another go, and there is Tranquil again to sit him down. Playing the best team to ever grace God's blue earth. So we're lying today. Might be a 90 overall in Madden, just saying. He might be. Not in real life, it won't. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. See if Kansas City can force the opening turnover here on a 3rd and 3 from the 10. Wan'Dale Robinson jogging in front of Russ here. Play clock down to 7. Snap is taken. 5-step drop, outside passes there, and Tracy up the sideline, tiptoeing for the first down. You got to credit every Giant wide receiver, running back, and tight end today. They have been fighting for extra yards, even on the touchline. Somehow pulling off a circus act to stay in bounds. And it has paid their dividends here. Trying to find the end zone for the 4th time this evening. Tracy on the handoff, going backward this time. Sniffed out immediately. Leo Chanel. Actually, maybe Shamari Connor on the tackle there. Browns Raiders in week 12. I unfortunately can guarantee you we will not make it to week 12 with these Sims. Probably more like 6, maybe 7. We'll see. Tyrone Tracy visibly exhausted here. On 2nd and goal, gets a break as Russ looking to fire this one in there. Steps to his right and he's sacked again. Taken down, a loss of 10. And that might be the backbreaker of this drive. Charles Omenihu with his first of the evening. Russ was caught up there between throwing it away, throwing it to the end zone, and taking off. Yeah, it ends up making the worst decision possible. Takes a sack that might cost him the opportunity at the end zone. See what will happen, though. Not a running back in sight here. 17 yards away from a touchdown that would change the outcome significantly if they can get there. Wilson staying patient. Steps to his right, pocket collapsing. Now going to step up. Breaks one tackle, but suplex down after a 3-yard gain. And the Chiefs get their stop. What a more Rob Gobb defense looks like it took 10 overalls off them. I mean, I have no idea. This has been week after week for KC. I don't know what's going on with their defense, man. Finally, though, they put their foot in the ground. Graham Gano now moving in much closer. 31 yards away here, looking to give the Giants their largest lead once again. It's up and good. True Tranquil equals Brock Lesnar. Real talk, though. Do we like the UFC Brock or the WWE Brock more? I got to go with WWE, I can't lie. Paul Heyman made that man what he is. I love it. They were a perfect duo. 18 votes right now in the live poll. 61% favoring the upset of the Giants. Don't forget to get your votes in before it's all said and done. Gano on for the kickoff as the Chiefs will have an important drive to respond with here. Return taken from inside the 10-yard line. And terrific vision there. Out to the 36. Giants win would be crazy. Was that the opening drive of the half, by the way? Am I forgetting in between? Was there something? No. That was the opening drive of the half. Wow. And it doesn't even end up in the end zone. Crazy to think about. Massive drive here for the defending AFC champions as Mahomes going to hand off to Kareem Hunt, trying to do his best Tyrone Tracy impression. Not very good at it. That's a 1-yard gain. Can't say I do Baked Bean, I'll be honest. Kickers just kind of bounce around the NFL. They don't stay loyal to anybody. If we're being real. Former Brown picks up just a yard there. Back in the Kansas City red and white. Mahomes with the quick fire downfield. Xavier Worthy again. The speedster across midfield. That's a big first down on this drive. Graham Gano played in the Super Bowl, by the way? Really? So he played in it, but he didn't win it based on that language. Panthers. Oh, yeah. Kansas City to the logo. Mahomes going to take his second QB keeper upfield. Take a couple Giants with them. Halfway to the line to gain there. 2nd and 5. Ball up to the 44. Where's your interception? I'm not going to lie. We might be on a turnover cooldown after all the interceptions we have had this week. Some games have had 4 or more. Actually, I think 4 is the most we've had, but it's been pretty chaotic. Kind of nice to see two offenses taking care of the football after a turnover fest of a week here in late September. Mahomes taking his time with a delayed handoff to Pacheco, and he gets there on the extension. Finally, a highlight for number 10, usually a dominant force to be reckoned with in the opening quarter. That time picks up 5. First down carry for number 10. Gonna stay on the field here. Hollywood and Rice to the right of Mahomes, and the handoff again going to Pacheco, puts his head down and picks up 7 more. Maybe he's getting going a little bit late here. Some jet lag potentially. Why'd he fall like that? I don't know, but hey, it benefited the offense at the end of the day, so we'll give it to him. Pacheco overrated? Really? I don't know anybody that really overrates Pacheco. Properly rated, in my opinion. 2 carries in a row there for Pacheco. He gets a break. Kareem Hunt back in the backfield. As Kelsey in motion. Football in his direction, but it's caught by Rice, bouncing off tacklers into the red zone. And that's an 18-yard pickup. Crowd is silenced once again here at MetLife. Not to last long, though, we would assume. Traffic there to the max like downtown New York City. Mahomes, though, finding a way to squeeze that one in there for the completion. Now left side he goes and nearly intercepted. Cannot believe Kelsey came down with that one. Tyler Nubin. That ball was in his chest. And ripped out by Kelsey. Mahomes more overrated? Again, I don't think he's overrated. I think he's properly rated. Final minute of action here in the third quarter. As loud as it has been all evening here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Play clock down to 7, now 6. Mahomes takes the snap, down the middle wide open. Kelsey looking for touchdown number 3. And instead he'll be 3rd and inches. Just can't stay healthy. That is a Chief running back curse as of late. Can't lie. Yeah, the spelling of Isaiah Pacheco is interesting. That's for sure. What do the Chiefs have dialed up here on a 3rd and inches? Mahomes from the 4-yard line goes near sideline, and Rice will tie us up. And the Bluebirds are out once again here as the Giants falter. Disappointing drive defensively. Giants almost made a stop there, but the Chief offense really has not skipped too many beats here. Kelsey going to retire next season? I could see it. I mean, Jason Kelsey retired a couple years ago. It wouldn't shock me. We'll see. Can't stand Travis Kelsey. I mean, he is a bit of an airhead, I can't lie. But when you're as good at football as he is, there's some room to be able to do that. Butker on for the extra point. All important point after, which will tie us up at 24, likely heading into the third quarter. The fourth quarter, I should say. Did not imagine we would have this good of a ball game on our hands, but yet here we are. $19 up the clock. Remain here. Okay. Chat's got some creativity today. Travis Taylor, just like both of them. Yeah, I mean, I understand it. I get it. Butker on for the kickoff, and here we go. A huge 10 minutes and 19 seconds to decide a winner. Return out to the 27 as Russ will teleport onto the football field and get us started for a crucial drive here. I still would take Gronk over Kelsey, I'll be honest. Gronk battled a lot in his career. I think he had multiple season-ending injuries, and he was still so good, man. 16-6 of the clock remain here in the third quarter. See if Wilson wants to take a deep shot. Up top he goes again. There's his tight end, Theo Johnson. I don't know, man. I feel like Kelsey might get there with, I don't even think he'll get there with numbers. But he does have a lot of really impressive playoff stats. I still think the talent of Gronk is unmatched. And that play right there will take us to the fourth quarter. 24-24 between the Chiefs and the Giants. Entertainment to the very end. Here we go. Final quarter of regulation here. Loss for the Chiefs would put them to 0-3. Win for the Giants would put them at 2-1. Wide open Malik Neighbors across the 40. Want to see Dart start? I don't think that'll happen for a while. I want to see famous Jameis and Malik Neighbors, man. You know how cool that would be. OBJ visual. Yeah, long time no see, man. Glad to have you back in here, though. Gronk does know how to party. Gronk is the party, man. Wherever he goes, that is the party. Big first down there, though. Giants off to a hot start on this drive, a crucial one. There's Tracy out of the backfield on a swing pass, so lose one. Trent McDuffie. Whole trust in him on this defense. Still without a turnover in this game. Are we due? SM smells it. A-Rod might be feeling it. We just don't know. First minute gone by here in the fourth quarter. Kansas City gonna rush 6. Russ steps to his left, gonna take off, and plenty of room to run as there goes Wilson inside the red zone. What a rush! Terrific vision from a seasoned veteran. Puts the Giants well within scoring range here. Late at home. What up, Nick Bonomi? Gronk's a better downfield threat. Watch the tape, true. Also a good point. Wow. Huge rush there for Wilson. Flips the play here. First and 10. Handoff goes to Tracy. Been carrying much of the load here. That's a 2-yard pickup. Didn't get to see it. Hopefully it wasn't my stream. Hopefully it was just your internet. Yeah. That camera angle was terrible, by the way. I couldn't tell if there was a Chief safety about to step up or not. I don't know. What a play nonetheless, though. Kansas City trying to stop the bleeding here. Make a stop inside their own red zone. There goes Tracy. Taken down after no gain, Drew Tranquil. I will say, though, as a whole, the Chief defense not playing too good. Their linebackers, though, having a very good game defending the rush. They've done well to contain Tyrone Tracy. Just really been their corners and safeties getting burnt. Not playing too well up there. 5 third down conversions today for the Giants. Looking to make it 6 here. In a crucial part of the game, the handoff goes to Tracy. Trying to catch the Chiefs off guard. It almost worked out. He's inches short. That's a call and a half, you know. I respect it. And what do the Giants do here? Please go for it. It makes such intrigue. They will not. Wow. Graham Gano on for the 25-yarder. Giants going to trust their defense here. It's up and good. All right. Giants take the lead, though. I mean, I guess you can't complain about that, all things considered. Well, there you have it. Once again, though, 29 people in chat. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a surprisingly interesting Sunday Night Football game. Drop a like down below if you have not yet already. We are shooting for 20. Going big time on prime time this evening. Could have gave that to Tracy, could have, but again, some of the times he is not getting very much up the middle. So a decision that will be questioned if they lose and will be praised if they win. There goes Pacheco on the return to the 27. 6:49. All 3 timeouts and a 3-point deficit for that man right there to make a clutch comeback. So I said don't go for it. See, he gets it. He understands it. Crowd noise is at a maximum once again. Handoff goes to Pacheco up the middle. And he opens up the drive with a good carry of 6. Solid start out in front. Time is ticking away here, though. Giants going to try to stall and make a stop if they can, or get the football back ASAP. Whole lot of Giants this time on the line of scrimmage here. Couple linebackers drop, as does Mahomes. Checking it down again. It's Isaiah Pacheco. That's an 8-yard gain and a first down. Chiefs going to extend the drive a couple plays further. Jackson Dart will start at least 3 games this season. I don't think he will, actually. Maybe 1 at the end. Mahomes eyeing this defense, seeing something he likes potentially in the coverage as he goes left side, nearly intercepted. Would have been a pick 6 for sure. Javon Holland too fixated on his celebration. Textbook interception opportunity. Wow. As the Chiefs catch a massive break, it does, however, set up a 2nd and 10. Hollywood Brown in motion. Being guarded tightly downfield. What a pass from Mahomes. Xavier Worthy plants that right foot, cuts back outside. And a first down to the Giant 41, and some disrespect there in the face of Drew Phillips. What a catch, though. 1st and 10 once again. Low snap there from Mahomes. Collected across the field. That's 4 more. I am on a PS5. Making do with what I can. That's why I play DB. Don't let it happen again. Yeah, DB is not an easy position to play, though, if we're being real. Kansas City now in control of the clock here. Well within Harrison Butker range. 5-man rush this time. Well protected. Mahomes going to pick out a wide open Hollywood Brown. A stiff arm in the mix there as he's into the red zone. That's an 18-yard pickup as well. What's up, Maritza Sanchez? Who you got winning? I actually don't even know who I picked for this game, but it should be entertaining to the very end. Wide open. Giants get caught napping once again defensively. See if they can put their foot in the ground here with their heels in the end zone. Mahomes going to fire this one again out of the backfield. Kareem Hunt picks up 3. That was a Henry-like stiff arm. Yes, it was. Injury to the offensive line of the Chiefs, by the way, will stop the clock. So 4 minutes to go exactly. Now's a good time to get those live votes in right now for who you got to win. What a huge drive coming up here. Easily within a tie game if Mahomes takes care of the football. Hunt going to remain in the game there after the injury timeout. Clock was stopped with 4 exactly. Quick pass here from Mahomes. There's Kelsey. And that's a 4-yard pickup. Was that Creed Humphrey? I thought it was. Wasn't going to say anything too loud, but that's a big loss. Easy sack. Throws the whole offensive line. Here we go. 3rd and short here for Kansas City. Mahomes from the 12-yard line going to fire inside. It's Hollywood Brown fighting his way toward the end zone. And he'll settle for the 1-yard line. Nearly had that one. Thought he'd punch it in there, but he stopped. Stopped, that's a good word for it. Stuffed and stopped. Time, though, ticking away here. Isaiah Pacheco to the left side of Mahomes. Gets the inside handoff here. Cuts up the middle, and he's into the end zone. Kansas City leads again. For the first time since it was 7-0 in the first quarter. Diligent drive again from Patrick Mahomes, and this is why they have defended the AFC crown year after year. Still plenty of time to go, though. Well over 2 minutes left. Don't forget the Week 1 drive Russ had against Washington. That won him a game with a deep ball to Darius Slayton. No fear. See, I agree. A-Rod's got it. It's the optimistic view we love to have. Bucker on for the extra point. He'll knock this one up and through. That is a clutch extra point. Defeats the idea of a field goal. 10-play, 73-yard drive, and maybe the Giants should have reconsidered not going for it on that 4th and inches, or maybe they'll be happy about it. Guess we'll never know. We'll leave that one to hypotheticals. That's all you can do at the end of the day. Giants offense is unstoppable today. Not going to lie, though, in the second half, they've only put up 6 points. Have not looked too good. They have looked stoppable, I can't lie. Not optimism, just high. But to each their own. Kickoff is back, though. Heading toward the G-men, Amir Smith-Merced on the return. Trying to weave in and out of defenders. That's a good return, though, across the 30-yard line. Russell Wilson looking for a clutch game-winning drive for the second time in 3 weeks. Can he pull off a miracle here in the Meadowlands? Guess we'll have to wait and see. Here we go. 2:50 and all 3 timeouts. The Giants need a touchdown here. 68 yards away from the end zone. The picture is painted as that pass is out there and caught for an 8-yard gain to Wan'Dale Robinson. Can't imagine trying to watch stream on streams. That would be something. Especially a Madden sim. I already feel like I'm under the influence watching this regularly, every day, by the way. This is my daily trip. Tyrone Tracy back into the game here. Nice little catch there on the boundary. Second and short. Options aplenty here for Wilson, who steps back and now steps up and delivers again to Robinson. Jaden Hicks makes his 6th tackle. Well, I guess he throws the pick. Oh, the A-Rod curse would be hilarious if it comes back to bite him. That would be most comedic. See, though. We'll check after the game. We'll get all the stats in for you guys. Approaching the 2-minute warning. Russ going to get one more step away here. Backpedaling now, going to step up, show off that rushing ability. Slides down to safety. That's a 2-yard pickup, and we head to the 2-minute warning. It's the Chiefs 31, the Giants 27 on Sunday Night Football. A battle to the very end here in East Rutherford. Beautiful evening from New Jersey. Gorgeous game. Fans going to quiet down here. Try to give Russ the peace of mind to make a terrific play. Going deep down the field, and we've got busted coverage in separation. Darius Slayton to the end zone. Giants take the lead with 1:55 to go. What a play. Getting some deja vu of the Week 1 game winner. From Russ to Slayton against the Commanders, this time against Kansas City. All works out the same, though. Not over yet. Way too much time for Patrick Mahomes. Especially just needing a field goal. Chiefs, though, would like to avoid their second consecutive overtime game, if possible. We all know how that ended up for them last week, losing by a field goal. What a drive, though, from Wilson. Gano's extra point is up and good. And for the 3rd week in a row, the Kansas City Chiefs give up over 30 points. Well, a defense that once put Mahomes on their back for a couple years in a row really starting to falter here. Not showing signs of life through and through. Have a chance, though, to still win the game no matter what we can criticize as long as the result is there. I guess it doesn't matter all too much. And with an INC, that'd be hilarious. And somewhat poetic. 30 votes, by the way, in the live poll. 60% on the Giants. Can they make one final stop here? Pacheco on the return. Up to the 27. Mahomes on for another mission drive. Russ got the job done. Can Mahomes answer the call on the road? Going to be a loud upset of the year. Actually, they are only 6.5-point underdogs. Still the Browns-Ravens, I think. Double-digit dogs over there. Patrick Mahomes going to have to put on his Superman cape once again here. Down a field goal, looking to lead a game-winning or game-tying drive, off to a good start. 7-yard completion to Hollywood Brown. As the time will begin to dwindle over. And over we go. That's the divisional game. I mean, it's still the upset of the year. Doesn't take away from it. Chiefs are really taking their time here. Maybe taking too much time off the clock as Kelsey trots away in motion. 8 on the play clock. Snap is away, and there's a catch downfield to Noah Gray. Almost kept his footing. He would have been off to the races. That's a 13-yard pickup, and the Chiefs take their first time out. 53 yards away from the end zone. No upsets in divisional games. I mean, I kind of get what you're saying. Does make sense, but I don't know. Chiefs burn their first time out there. 1:11 to go now in the fourth quarter. Another 2 tight end set for number 15. Delayed blitz coming here. Mahomes rolls right, fires that one incomplete. Nearly took a sack there, the veteran presence of mind to just move on to the next down. I'd be very upset if I were Mahomes, by the way. Kansas City has punted once today. Jamie Gillen has not touched the field for the Giants. Crowd back into it there after the incompletion. 2nd and 10, same formation. And the same pre-snap motion for Noah Gray. 2 tight end set, he's getting the football inside, he cuts and picks up 8, timeout Kansas City. Drew Phillips right there in his back pocket. Madden clock management is abysmal. We have come to learn that over the years. In college football, not much better, actually. Don't let the stigma fool you. I think they'll get in a range here, unless the Giants make a stop. Chiefs down now to their final timeout. Off the play action to Pacheco. Mahomes goes deep downfield, and there's Travis Kelce out of bounds inside the 25. And they're going to rule his knee down in bounds, actually. So more time coming off the clock here. But the Giants will try to do their Patriots impression in week 2 and force a turnover. Looking like a tie game potentially. That's going to force Kansas City into the no huddle here. Under 40 seconds to go now. Mahomes going up top and in there to Hollywood Brown. And he's not out of bounds as well. So now clock becomes a real issue. They got to get going. Let's see if they will. Wow. Kansas City got to get going here. 6 seconds to go. And now they take a timeout with 5. I mean, that was terrible clock management. At least it didn't blow it completely. We'll take that. And we're going to get bonus football, so it seems. How about it? Why not? Swat the kick. It would be crazy. I'm here for it. Harrison Butker on for a huge field goal attempt, but before that, the ice of the kicker. And here we go. Butker on for a 31-yard attempt here to force overtime. And what could prevent a huge upset? Kick on the way, and good. Still 3 seconds to go. If you were with us for the Cowboys and Bears game, you just know that any time is too much time for Madden to make something up. They didn't even try to rush the kicker there. I have no idea what they were doing. I would have brought the house, personally. Chiefs do not, though. Butker on for the kickoff. And the Giants will return this, the final play of regulation. And the return out to the 25 will take us to overtime, 34-34. And here we go. There is your box score. And on to the coin toss we go. This is the second overtime game consecutively for the Kansas City Chiefs. They lost last week against the Eagles in that Super Bowl rematch. They will call the toss here and win it. And I believe they will begin with the football, and they will. So, overtime rules for 2025. Both teams possess no matter what this year, even if the first team scores a touchdown. The only exception would be a defensive score. So the Chiefs will get the first go here. Overtime time on the clock. And off we go for the 5th period. Chiefs on the return from inside the 5-yard line. Looking for a special team spark. They'll have to wait another week. Patrick Mahomes led the game-tying drive. Can he lead a game-winning drive here? Giants defense looking to make a stop and force the second punt, or maybe the first turnover. Which will happen first? Both teams today over 400 yards of total offense. Mahomes looking to add to it here with a handoff to Kareem Hunt, running over a defender, and he coughed up the football. Scooped up late by Javon Holland, and what a time for the first takeaway. Will it stand, though? That football came loose very, very late. And we'll have to take a second look. Kareem Hunt rolling over bodies. That is as close as it gets. Was the elbow down? It appears to be going to warrant a return. Or a review, I should say. I don't think that's a fumble, though. Definitely going to be reviewed. But I think he was down. False hope for the Giants, so it seems, and here we go. All turnovers, especially in overtime, automatically reviewed. And this might just decide the fate of the Kansas City Chiefs. Take a look at the right elbow of Kareem Hunt here. Actually, it's the left elbow. Appears to be down, and that looks like it punched the football out on its own. Should be overturned, and it will be. That's significant. Play is overturned as expected. The Chiefs catch a huge break here on the road. Andy Reid satisfied, but not satisfied at the same time. That was close, I can't lie. I think it was the right call. Giant fans, though, going to have to plead their case and agree to disagree. Little pass outside here, caught by Noah Gray, fights upfield, only to set up a 3rd and inches. So we are now under 9.5 to go in overtime. 30 people in chat, by the way. Here we go again. Drop your likes in. Huge 3rd down coming up here. Giants showing all-out pressure. Mahomes, though, quick pass right side, and the drive stays alive. What up, Games? Able to get here. G-Men on the way. Here we go. See if they can finish off a huge potential upset. It's looking good right now. Not after that first down, though. Ball up to the Chief 37-yard line. Giants got to produce some pressure here on Mahomes, who steps up in the pocket, and right on cue, there's the first Giant sack. And what a time for that to happen. I think that was Alexander, who makes a huge play in a pivotal moment. 2nd and 14 now for the Chiefs. No idea why Dexter's at edge. No clue. Mahomes going to lose 4 there on the sack. Just the 3rd of the game overall. Kelsey is in motion once more. Snap taken with 9 on the play clock. There's Xavier Worthy. Micah McFadden having none of that, though. 9-yard gain on a quick fire. And again sets up 3rd down. So no tackle what he's doing. I have no idea. Madden doesn't really understand a 3-4 defense at all. I think that actually does change next year, though. They'll adapt to it. 3rd down once again. 2nd of the drive faced by Kansas City. Go on rush heavy, but it's Mahomes down the middle again. It's Travis Kelce. Security blanket strikes once more. Across midfield. Crowd silenced again. Bobby Okereke. Half a step too late. What's Worthy's stats today? I have no idea off the top of my head. I'll take a look after the game, though. All the players for sure. New set of downs for Mahomes and company. Handoff goes to Pacheco. Got a heck of a block thrown downfield. And his largest gain of the day goes for 15. Finally, the Chief offense stringing together first down rushes here. That is significant. Giants still looking for a stop. Could we have our first tie of the year on the horizons, though? certainly a possibility. Another low snap there from Mahomes. That's what happens when your starting center gets hurt, although he's back out there. Mahomes over 400 yards passing there to Worthy. Worthy's having a heck of a day. Got to wonder how many catches and yards he has. We'll check and take a look after this is all said and done. What upset some? Giants, please, can they pull it off? Kansas City into field goal range here. Worthy collects another one, having himself a career day, despite this game going to overtime. Mahomes sets his feet again. There's Kelsey. Another first down, staying on his feet inside the 20-yard line. What a catch and run. 13-yard gain, and the Chiefs inside the red zone. Doesn't Madden go double overtime? They do, but I don't. I abide by the actual rules of football. Giants try to turn the clock back here to their old 2013 form defensively. Can they find a way? Midway through overtime. Chiefs have taken so much time on this possession. Kelsey again. That one's for 9. 2nd and 1 to the 8-yard line. Chiefs try to get rid of Chris Berman voice, I guess. Shout out Chris Berman. Gonna be a sad day when he retires, man. Cannot lie. Under 5 to go now in overtime. Nearly a 6-minute drive here for Kansas City. Mahomes trying to punch it into the end zone. Fires left side, and there it is. No, Worthy dropped the football. Oh, he had both hands on it, but Drew Phillips saves the day for now. And chaos continues. Effort to the very end. That has been the name of the game. What up, LaShawn already? Wow. Worthy drops the go-ahead touchdown. Drew Phillips forces that one loose. And now 3rd and 1. Mahomes going inside and into the end zone. Hollywood Brown gives the Chiefs an overtime lead. Cameraman wasn't ready, but we sure were. Crowd is silenced once again. Wow. 3rd down after 3rd down converted. This Kansas City team just never quits. As they win the race to 40. Game's still not over, though. Giants get a chance to answer. And usually I'd be confident that they wouldn't go for 2, but based on how Madden has been as of late, with Joe Flacco and the Browns going for 2 this week, I wouldn't put it past them. Bucker on for the extra point. Knocks it up and through. And the Chiefs lead by 7. Type of flight react sentence for sure. Giants get a touchdown, 2-point conversion. I would love to see it. Just don't know if it'll happen, though. No double overtime around here. We end the game in overtime. That is the rule that the NFL has implemented. Ties exist in football for a reason. That's why I put them in the line poll. I don't put them there for show. Would be hilarious if the Chiefs were 0-2-1. Would be even more funny if the Giants were 1-1-1 after 3 weeks. Bucker on the kickoff. Giants on the return. Needing a touchdown to tie this game. Return to the 27-yard line. See if Russ can do what Mahomes did last week and answer in one play. That would be heroic. So many lead changes. So many ties. So much drama. This game has had about everything but a turnover. Nearly had one at the beginning of that possession. Didn't happen, though. Wilson looking to answer quick here and potentially go for 2 to win it. Low pass caught out in space. There goes Theo Johnson up the sideline. Immediately into enemy territory. Out of bounds as well, which may be just as significant. Drew Phillips, that one pretty good corner. Yeah, definitely in the Hall of Average. Not the Hall of Good. Not the Hall of Pretty Good, but the Hall of Notable. How about it? Keep in mind, each team only gets these 2 timeouts at OT. No coaches' challenges either. So the spot on the ball remains where it is there. Russ doing his nice little dance and going to fire again. This time it's Slayton. And that's a gain of 14 as he's out of bounds as well. The Hall of, the Hall of, Miss the old overtime rules. You only get 1 shot. I don't know. I might not mind this. We'll see what happens. Malik Neighbors in press coverage up top. Russ going to keep a second glance up there at all times. Steps right again. Pocket starting to crumble. Wilson going to step up and do it himself inside the red zone. There he goes. Chiefs take their time. Giants wasting no time. 3 first downs back to back to back. There has been one stop this whole game. Crazy to think about, but true. As we are under 4 minutes to go now in overtime. Here is Wilson. From the 19, steps to his right, looking to escape again, and this time he's denied. George Karlaftis was in there. He'll get half the sack. And the Chief defense waking up here in OT. Pulled off of Aziz something like that. Sets up a second and a dozen. Here goes Wilson. Well protected this time. Another crosser. Out there is Tracy inside the 5-yard line. 18-yard pickup, and the Giants are just beating them with their speed right now. How about it? Aziz Al-Shire, the Hall of Interesting. That's the title he gets. Giants looking to punch it into the end zone and then decide whether or not to go for 2. Wilson down the middle, nearly intercepted, but a late marker comes out, and this should set the football to the 1-yard line. And it will. Trent McDuffie called for defensive pass interference. G-men into the I formation. Tyrone Tracy looking to punch it in from a yard out, and he will do just that. The Giants answer right back at OT. Now will they go for 2? Russ responds with a terrific drive of his own. What will happen here? Again, there's time though. I just feel like you gotta go for 2. I would agree. However, the Giants will not. Gano on for the extra point. They like to stay conservative as it's up and good. 2:39 still left in OT. 41-41. Next score wins. Doesn't matter who or how. Only matters that it happens within 2:39. Each team still has 2 timeouts. We should be good to go there. This game is indeed OD. Nearly an hour and a half when it's all said and done, probably. We have had 1 punt between the 2 teams. Believe that or not. Chiefs, though, with a chance to win it here. Isaiah Pacheco on the return. Got terrific blocking. And up to the 35-yard line. It is now or never for this Giant defense. They need to stop or a turnover. Are we smelling the INT? This is how the Chiefs lost last week. They were on the other end, though, of overtime. The Eagles started out with a touchdown. Chiefs responded. And Philly went a couple plays downfield. Ended up kicking the field goal to win it. Now it's Kansas City in the driver's seat here in overtime. Handoff goes to Kareem Hunt up the middle. Gets us started with a 3-yard gain. Yeah, this is a long, long game, man. 82 minutes into stream. If you haven't liked it yet, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Nearly 2 minutes now in overtime. Giants put 5 on the line of scrimmage once again. Dexter Lawrence coming off the edge this time. And they will bring all 5. Mahomes down the middle. That is hauled in. Minimal gain, though. 4 yards picked up. Both defenses have been pretty bad today, yeah. Admittedly. Has not been too pretty. Giants, though, with a giant opportunity. Can they get off the field and get Russ and company back to it? Mahomes on the handoff up the middle, and Kareem Hunt converts to the 50-yard line. Now, can they please take care of the clock? That is my only request, is that we don't end this game in a ridiculous tie. Because we simply don't have to. No need for it. Overtime approaching the final minute here. Mahomes from the midfield stripe finds Travis Kelce as he pulls forward to pick up 9.5 yards. And Harrison Butker into range. Chiefs take their first time out. They want to talk it over. Might be game. I don't know. Not looking too good. 41 votes in the live poll currently. 51% hanging on to hope for the Giants. Can they pull it off? Need to force a turnover at this point. Isaiah Pacheco in at running back this time. Xavier Worthy in motion. Fake touch pass, hand off to Pacheco. First down rush is there. Ball up to the 37. Final minute. Giants not reaching for a timeout here. Not much they can really do. They might be hoping for a tie, actually. Unless the Chiefs would have pulled off Matt Eberflus. Yeah, we'll see what will happen there. My game almost just crashed. First and 10, handoff inside again as there goes Pacheco inside the 25-yard line, and that might just do it. Stream almost just broke there. I don't know if you guys saw that freeze too. Thought the game was about to crash. Timeout Kansas City. Early timeout taken for good reason. Probably going to kick and just get it done. See if they are smart, though. Please be smart. Game ever crashed midstream? Oh, on multiple occasions. Not this year, though. Knock on wood. We'll see. Usually happens in our London games, though. Can't lie. And here we go. Giants will take a timeout to ice the kicker once again. Longest stream potentially ever. And here we go. Harrison Butker on for a 40-yard game winner to get the Kansas City Chiefs into the win column. It's on the way and good. And the Kansas City Chiefs win a thriller and a shootout on Sunday Night Football. 44-41, a game that featured just a single punt between the two teams. KC comes out victorious. Heck of a game, though. Gotta say, we'll take a look at the player stats because holy cow, were they inflated. Mahomes throws the ball 52 times. 3 different rushers over 50 yards. 3 receivers over 100 yards. Xavier Worthy and Theo Johnson at 1 each. Theo Johnson, the leading receiver of the game. How about that, though? What a game between these two. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Drop a like on your way out if you haven't already. I'll get the Week 4 pick'em out hopefully soon. We got the Ravens-Lions tomorrow night, though. Don't want to miss that. Back to 8 p.m. Eastern.